Hello, hello. Welcome to my wife's unavailable special episode. Oh, wow. And just in time, my alarm's going off on my phone because it's so spontaneous. We didn't even know we were going to be doing this.
Is it bedtime?
90-90 breathing that I haven't done in like 2 weeks.
Perfect.
But yeah, I'm your host, Chelsea B. And with me tonight is a special guest who's been on before, but she's still special. Baby sis.
Wesley.
Baby sis Wesley. And wifey Emma is here. She wants to be a witness. Is that what you said?
Observe.
Oh.
Observant.
You want to be a witness to this creative mastery?
Yeah.
I don't blame you. So what prompted this whole thing was Black Swan cookies from the Bellingham Co-op. So if anybody knows about them,
Send us the recipe.
yeah, no, I have the recipe.
We can't find it.
I had it.
We can't find the recipe.
Yeah. And, okay. So I was looking for the recipe in my file box because it's that good that I thought I may have put it in my file box so that I can save this forever. Because that's what adults used to do. I
have a file.
10 years ago.
I have a file box. Actually, I just have a folder. It has all my stuff in it. But I did lose my social security card. I was just talking. I don't know.
Lost it?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
I think I did.
This is why this is the wild child.
Well, mom was like, I think I have it. And I was like, no, I'm pretty sure you gave it to me like 7 years ago. And I had it in my car for a really long time. And then I lost it.
Because you know where mine is?
Where?
In my fucking nightstand.
No, mine was in my wallet with like literally I was carrying it around every day. And I was like,
with your ID and your credit cards and everything. Perfect for identity theft.
I'm like, I should probably not do that. So then I put it in my car and then I was like, someday I was looking for it and it wasn't in my car anymore. And I was like, okay, well, I guess I lost it.
Your identity could be being stolen as we speak.
Well, lucky them.
They don't know what kind of gold mine they just rode up on. Oh gosh. Okay. Well, back to the file box where my social security card is not. And now that we're talking about this on air, I'm gonna have to change the location completely.
I'm so glad you said that.
Wait, I didn't even think about that. That's so funny.
Why she got her identity stolen.
That's literally so funny.
Anyway, so speaking of said file box, when I went into my miscellaneous folder, because I thought that might be where I would file a Black Swan recipe from the Bellingham Co-op, and I found, I guess this would technically have been called an essay.
Yeah.
I found an essay that Wesley Bradley wrote.
That's me.
March 4th, 2008 for English period 4 with Miss Hanson.
That was 6th grade.
6th grade, I found an essay and it's entitled Sisters in wavy letters. And then I thought, Wesley, read this out loud. And then I thought, don't read this out loud. I need to set up all my podcast equipment and then you're going to read it out loud.
It was really confusing for me.
You can hear her live reaction.
So we can hear her live reactions. And why not document this moment? Stop reading ahead. Stop reading ahead.
What if I start crying?
Is that okay?
Yeah.
It'll be like that time you did a TikTok and you started crying.
What?
I don't know if she actually launched that or just sent the video to us while you opening your gifts.
Yeah, I didn't because my address was on it. But I did start crying when I was reading that card from you guys.
It was really cute, and I watched that video like probably too many times. Like it might sound a little creepy.
No, you messaged me like a couple weeks later, and you were like, "I just watched this video again, and it's so cute," and I'm crying.
It
and
is
I was like,
so
oh my God.
freaking adorable. Like I can't even stand it.
Yeah, because I was reading a card and literally all you guys signed it, and it was really sweet. And then I just was like, oh, I miss my fam.
Yeah, and you told me you started crying when you got to mine.
Yeah.
So, hey, Emma, can you turn Google off? In this house, Google really likes to listen to Emma and not me.
Yeah, they have a Hey Google and not an Alexa. Okay.
Well, do you know why? Quit reading ahead. We don't have, or we have this Google because it was actually Brad's, and then he left it with us.
Oh, nice.
So otherwise we wouldn't have either. Okay. Sisters by Wesley Bradley.
Sisters by Wesley Bradley. Sisters, sisters, sisters. I fight with them, but deep down, I love them with all my heart. I have 3 incredible, awesome sisters. Devin, 24 years. Chelsea, 20 years. And Farah, 13 years. So literally all of them are younger than I am now.
And this is crazy because 24 years. So how long ago was this? Oh, we said 2008. So how many years ago was this?
So I was 11.
You were 11.
So
Wait, are you asking me?
No, Farah was 13, so I was 11.
Oh, okay. So you're 11. So how many years ago was that?
I'm almost 29.
Remember how I can't do short math?
Yeah,
We just discussed
Emma.
this.
29 minus
17?
17 years ago.
Damn.
Damn. Okay,
Wait,
keep
what
reading.
the hell?
Yeah.
Why
I
was
was
it- Wait, also I was in 6th grade 17 years ago?
No. Where are you guys from?
Dude, Marysville math just took us. Emma, can you help us? It was the year was
What's the year?
2008.
2008.
It's 2025.
Oh my god, that was 17 years ago.
Yes. Okay, yes.
Holy
That's
crap.
fucking crazy. Oh my god, I don't know if I'm supposed to swear on this.
I don't mind, but mom's gonna need a heads up.
Oh, great. Sorry, Mom. I love you. I love you, Mom. Okay, back to the essay is what we're
Okay.
calling it.
Yep.
Okay, 17 years ago, I wrote this thing. Holy crap. Even though we fight, I still love them to death and would do anything for them. Well, almost anything. Okay. First is my oldest sister, Devin. She just moved to Florida. That's crazy because now we're in Arizona.
Huh.
But we still keep in touch. Chelsea, Farah, and I will be going to see Devin in the summer. My sister Devin is awesome for 2 reasons, but there are many more reasons. For one, she is someone I can talk to about anything. Still true. For example, if I'm sad, all I have to do is call her and she'll make me feel much better. For another, she's enjoyable. Okay. Devin and I love to play a fast-paced card game called Nuts.
Still do, dude. And Nuts
Still
is
relevant.
a great game. You gotta have at least 4 for a good game.
Now I will talk about Chelsea.
Oh, here we go.
She
baby.
lives in Bellingham. She goes to school at Western Washington University, in parentheses, WW. Farah and I go to Chelsea's apartment and stay the night. Chelsea's a great sister for many reasons. Wait, this is so funny. Chelsea's a great sister for many reasons, but I'm only going to mention one. For one, she is hilarious and makes me laugh. Hey,
Still
haven't
true.
you ever heard laughing makes you live longer?
Dude, still true. Laughter is the best
Hey,
medicine.
haven't you ever heard laughing makes you live longer? Okay, cool. Finally, I will talk about Farah. I'm scared to read this because we used to not get along and now we do. So I don't know what I would say about her.
Remember, 17 years ago, Farah.
Yeah. Finally, I will talk about Farah. She is one that is closest to my age. Farah and I still live together. We both have many things in common, but I'll tell you two. Why am I talking like that?
It's gonna kill me. Oh,
Why am I
God.
talking
I am crying.
Me too. Okay. For one, we both love to play basketball. It is our passion. That is really crazy because neither of us played basketball after middle school.
It's our passion. I'm dying. I'm so glad we did this.
We love to go outside and shoot hoops together. For another, we love little kids. Very true still. Farah also has 2 babies of her own now. We both babysit and sometimes we babysit together. Oh, Farah and I argue lots, but we still love each other. That's what I was waiting for. In conclusion, I have 3 amazing and wonderful sisters. They are great. I love Devin, Chelsea, and Farah with all of my heart, and I will always love them. Always.
Aww.
Wow. That was really cute.
What the heck?
I know. Now I'm in Arizona.
Yeah.
That's really crazy.
Which is what I was going to say when I thought this isn't going to be a short episode. Because we have lots to talk about.
Yeah.
So Wesley's now living in our house currently. It's been how many days? It's been a week. Oh, crap. What day is it?
A week and a day.
Okay.
It's Thursday.
A
I
week and
got
a
in
day.
last Wednesday.
Yeah. Really hard for me to recall because my brain's been all over the damn place lately. And
Same.
Emma was gone for like a week and a half.
Was
And-
your wife unavailable?
Yeah, my wife was unavailable for like a week and a half. Technically longer than that because you were in DC for like a work week 2 weeks prior, and I feel like it's just lumped together at this point. But you know what? Save that for season 2.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway, Wes has been in our humble abode as our roommate for just over a week now.
Roomies.
And it is just pleasant, to say the least.
So true.
But it's really cool having you back because, or just having, not, I shouldn't say back. Well, I guess it kind of feels like back, like living in the same place together. But,
Well, yeah, we were talking about, we're like, what is the dynamic going to be like as adult siblings living under the same roof again? Because
yeah.
the last time we lived together was, I don't know.
Well, I left home when I was 18.
Yeah.
So that was the last time we lived together.
So I was.
How many years ago was that, Emma?
Short stint in 2016.
Very short. I mean, it was like 2 months long.
So I was like 9 years old the last time you lived with
Yeah.
us.
And Wes was like never there. Remember how many times we did dinner without her there?
Yeah.
But you know, I don't blame her. That was way too small of a space for that many people.
Yeah, that was really crazy.
We're talking about when we lived with my mom in Everett. But before we moved to Redmond. And after we moved out of Bellingham, yeah. We needed a couple months. Any hoozle, how many years ago was that? Did we already decide? Oh, 20, because I'm going to be 38 this year.
Yeah.
And that was in 2008.
28. Oh.
No,
Wait, that's
you
not
were
what I meant.
you were 18.
Yeah, I was 18. That's
Yeah.
what I meant.
So that's 20 years ago.
Sorry.
The letter is 17 years ago.
There you go.
Yeah.
We still get to almost the same answer, even if we do it wrong.
Yeah.
That's great.
So anyway, yeah, because not that I thought it was going to be like a problem or anything, but I was literally like, I don't know how this is going to go because it's been so long since we lived together. And obviously we've spent lots of time together over the years, but I remember saying it to you. I was like, yeah, it's going to be interesting. And you were like, what? You were like, why is it going to be interesting? I'm like, I don't know because we haven't lived together.
Because I thought
in
you
our
meant
adult
that
lives.
it was like interesting as in a bad thing. And I was like, what the hell? But you were just like, no, it's just because we're adults now and we haven't lived together for forever.
Yeah.
But it's pretty fun.
So far.
I mean, I feel like we've been kind of busy, so it hasn't really like sunk in yet.
yeah.
But I don't know. I was like kind of trying to decide if it feels like I'm just visiting still or if it feels like I live here. But I feel like since I've been working and like driving around and doing errands myself and just random stuff, that it does feel like I live here.
Mm-hmm.
But I still, the like other aspect of me living at your guys' house makes it feel not fully there yet. Does that make sense?
I'm sure it's that transition period of like hasn't really sunk in,
Yeah.
because there's like the other side of it where it's like it's just like happening, and you're just like whatever.
Yeah, I'm just like kind of, I don't know, even like moving here, I feel like the like weeks and months leading up to it, it was just like, oh, I'm moving. Oh, I'm moving. And then all of a sudden I was like, wait, I'm actually moving. like I'm packing my stuff. Yeah. I'm moving. I'm even like the day that I was coming here, like getting on the plane, I was like, holy crap. And then was in my seat and I'm flying over Seattle and I see the Space Needle and I was like, wait, I'm literally leaving Seattle and I've never done that ever in my life. Yeah. And it's just really crazy.
Yeah.
But it's exciting. I'm excited and there's lots of things to look forward to here, and the sunshine is actually insane. I can't believe that I've woken up every day since I've been here and it's been sunny out and light out and I'm like, what is going on?
Literally, that's one thing Emma and I always talk about. And it was hard because we just both recently went to Oregon, and there's lots of beautiful parts about the PNW and like home forever. Mm-hmm. Love it. But like when we went back to visit, it was gray the entire time and it rained most of the days. I think there was one day where it didn't rain. And you know what? We had a blast. We even went and played pickleball in the rain, and it was a lot of fun. Mm. But like at the end of the weekend, I was just like, I don't think I can live there again. Mm-hmm. Like long term anyway. Maybe like short term for something. But I don't also think I can live in Arizona long term. But I don't think I can go back to such a great place. Yeah. And it was like wet too. Like, I don't know. There was just something, I don't want to offend anybody. I kind of said like dingy, like the fences and like things like that. That was like the only word I could think of. But like, that's kind of what the feeling gave me. It like gave me like a dingy feeling versus like here it's sun, it's bright, it's, you know what I mean? Like when your nice white t-shirt starts to like get a little faded. It's like the nice white t-shirt is being in Arizona, and then like in the PNW there's like a little fade on it. It's like it's nice, but like it could be
no
bright.
Before I came here we had like nice weather. Well, it snowed like the week before that I left, but a couple weeks before I was leaving, it was pretty nice. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm actually really sad about leaving Washington. Like, it's so beautiful, the mountains, the trees. Like, it's just, Washington on a sunny day is
the fucking best.
Literally unbeatable.
The best
like,
place on earth.
It is. Like, Washington, July, August is the best state ever. And then I was like, oh my God, I'm kind of sad that I'm leaving Washington. And then, because there was like 2 sunny days in a row. And then the third was rainy. And I was like, oh, just kidding. I forgot that I have like seasonal depression and I can't be here.
Yeah, I have a theory. I think it's because we spend 9 months in the gray. Yeah. And then when that summer finally hits, not only is it so fucking beautiful because the contrast of the trees and the blue sky always just got me. And then like partly cloudy, you know, and then there's usually water like when you're outside, or like a nice trail. The most beautiful place on earth. We already established that. But you wait like 9 months to see that beauty. And so I think that's part of it. Yeah. Because like, I think that you almost have to live there in order to feel how beautiful the summer is.
Yeah, like understand it. Yeah. I also feel like I get that way when it's springtime, and like I know that I've like made it through my like down months when the birds start coming out and you can hear them in the morning and I'm like it's like a breath of fresh air. Like I'm like, oh my gosh, like it's coming. The nice weather's coming, even though it still doesn't come for like 5 more months. But yeah, like I feel like around February, March, April is like, I love springtime because my birthday, but like those months where it starts to get warmer and sunnier and then you hear the birds and that's just like the last little leg that I'm like, oh yeah, it's coming.
I feel like your whole account of your love of spring is like equally matched of how I feel about fall.
Yeah, I know.
It's just like,
hate the fall.
Yeah, but when there's a nice fall day, when there's blue sky.
Yeah.
And there's like a crisp in the air and the freaking leaves are so beautiful.
Yeah.
Everything just comes together.
Well, I was like trying like the last couple years was really trying to embrace the fall and like
I remember we had a conversation about that.
Yeah, like the beauty of it and just like different things that you can do during the fall time just because that's like I always anticipate like me being mentally not great in those times and like I don't want to give into those feelings and so just like trying to find those things during the fall, which like you said, like the leaves or like going to the pumpkin patch or like I love when it starts to get cold and I can lay on the couch and read my book and
get cozy and warm.
Yeah, but then I'm like, oh, but it's dark at 4:30 and I feel like I need to go to bed.
Okay, that's another perk to Arizona. No daylight savings time.
Yeah.
I mean, I can so vividly remember times working in the office in Bellevue where I would leave the house and it would be pitch black and I would get back home and it would be pitch black.
Yeah.
And it was just like, what the hell?
Yeah.
The day is literally not long enough for me to even see some friggin' daylight.
Well, and
it used to piss me off. Sorry.
It just makes me think that I need to go to bed at like 6:30. But then I'm like, oh wait, I still can stay up for a couple more hours. But I just like feel like, oh, my brain is like, oh, it's dark. I need to go to bed.
Or when you get up and you feel like it could be the middle of the night still.
Yeah.
Because you can't freaking tell.
Yeah. No. That's like the worst. But also weren't we supposed to like get rid of daylight savings time? Like, wasn't that supposed to be
I always thought that was not going to happen. I was like, from day one, I'll believe it when I see it. I'm not even giving into it.
Well,
it's way too big of a deal.
I know, but is Arizona the only one that doesn't?
I think there's like one other state maybe.
Because I mean, moving from Washington now, we're an hour ahead. So I'm like talking to my friends, and I'm like, oh, I'm an hour ahead of you now.
Yeah, that part's kind of a real bummer.
Yeah,
kind of like when you're on a text thread and you don't have an iPhone. It's like that same.
Yeah,
like.
Emma knows about that.
People on the East Coast are 3 hours. Oh, now they're 2 hours. People in Utah are 1 hour. Oh, now they're nothing.
You got to keep track of what's
not
what.
They're nothing in Utah.
I have it on my calendar over there.
Well, that's like
on the Post-it note.
When I lived in Washington,
Utah, Illinois, I might have added Alabama.
When I lived in Washington, though, then I'm like calling you guys, and I'm like, wait, is it 10 p.m. or is it 9 p.m.? Like, I don't want to call you guys too late.
Yeah.
Or are we on the same? Or even like trying to call you guys at a certain point in the day. Like if I know, if like Devin's like driving to go get the boys or something, like try to call at a specific time, like line it up. But I'm like, I don't even know what time it is there.
It's a mismatch of your days and your schedules.
Yeah. I would say don't even worry about it. For those that want to contact us here in Arizona, just call. Please call, text me, call me, do anything.
Well, yeah, I am not a big caller, but if you like, don't try to schedule it, like just call me and I'll answer if I can. Yeah. And if not, then like call again.
Yeah.
But
see, we're big schedule people.
I mean, I am a schedule person, but not not when it comes to like talking on the phone, because things come up and I'm like,
yeah.
or I get busy doing one thing
Yeah.
and then I'm like, oh crap.
Well, not an everyday conversation, but like we need to schedule FaceTime calls with Maggie because they last 4 hours.
Oh,
Like
okay,
you
okay,
got to
then.
plan that.
Yeah, that makes sense. She's in Chicago.
Yeah.
I want to go to Chicago.
But we'll literally post up and spend half the day just hanging out on FaceTime.
Well, that makes sense because you guys like need to like actually catch up and like talk about like
Yeah.
everything like that.
Which, by the way, Maggie's our tied for #1 listener. So I'm gonna say, Maggie, let's schedule the next FaceTime video call. Text me.
Also, can we put Crystal Lake on the map instead of Chicago?
Can we put Crystal Lake on the map instead of Chicago?
That's where she lives.
Shout out.
Shout out Crystal Lake.
Oh, sorry. Yes, Wes. She said Chicago. I said yeah, but Crystal Lake. I almost said like 3 different states that are not even Illinois.
First one I know was Michigan.
Me too. I literally went Michigan, Seattle. That's not even a state. Anyway, we're back. But yeah,
I was gonna
what
say
were we saying right
something,
before
but I
that?
forgot.
What were we talking about before that? Does anyone remember?
No chance.
Don't. I was like giving a don't look at me face.
No chance in hell.
No chance in hell did I say you could hit this. Shout out to Devin Trav.
Hey.
One of the most quoted stories from my memory banks. One of the most quoted is Devin, I'm just gonna put it out there, okay? Sorry, you're the one that's not gonna look like you're the one that's not gonna be in a good light here, but it's worth it. It's for the greater cause. The greater good. Greater good or the greater cause?
Greater
Both.
good.
Okay.
Both.
So, sort of speak.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, here's what happened. It was one time I was back. I wanted.
Why'd you do that?
Because I had a thought popping.
Jesus.
Because one of my ideas that I want to do for season 2 is story time. I want to have a story time segment. So here's my story of this episode. It was one time where I went to Florida to visit Devin Trav. And back in the day, I would go there for like 10 days because, probably because I hadn't seen her all year. And seeing my sisters once a year just always makes me feel so weird. Like, I'm just like, that's very inappropriate. Like, it's not happening. So anyway, and me and Devin were super tight. So I'm like, you're moving across the freaking country? Like, I have to see you.
Literally from one corner to the opposite corner.
Yeah, and I was literally like, I have to see you. And I remember, side note, being so freaking pissed at Trav for a while because I was like, you're taking my best friend's sister across the country, you know? And then I was just like, damn it, but like, I love you. I can't stay mad at you. And also, you better take good care of her. And I know you will. So I'm like, Anyway, side note. So I'm in Florida visiting Devin Trav, and we used to drink a good amount. So we're having a grand old time. I think we went out to dinner. We usually, like, when I would go there one night, if let's say it was over the course of a week, one of the nights we'd go to like a nice restaurant and we'd like dress up a little bit. And it was that night. It was that night too. But anyway, we ended up on their back patio. And we're just like chatting. It's the end of the night, you know.
I
We're just
forget this
sitting
story, so
there.
I'm excited to hear it.
Yeah,
again.
we're just like sitting there chilling. I think Devin's like sipping on a beer, but she's trashed. And me and Trav are trying to both like get her to stop drinking, basically. Well, also she starts telling Trav about something that happened earlier in the day. And she's like, this is all the same night, by the way. I'm going to get to the quote here. But she starts saying, hey, Trav, did I tell you, and I can't remember the friend's name, but did I tell you I saw, I don't know, give me a man's name. Jeff. Did I tell you I saw Jeff yesterday? Blah, blah, blah. Tell the story. Okay. Then like 20 minutes to an hour later, oh, babe, did I tell you that I saw Jeff yesterday? And he's like, yes. Like, you know. I mean, anytime anybody's like intoxicated, they have, weird things or whatever. So she kept forgetting that she
kept
told the story.
saying the whole thing
She's
again.
told the same story like 3 times. And so that's when we're like, she's drunk. She needs to stop drinking. We need to get this beer out of her hand. And I'm trying. It's not working. Trav's trying, whatever. So at one point, Trav goes, hey, babe, can I have a sip of that? And she's like, no. And then he's like, whoa, like, why can't I have a sip of that? Because, like, not a way she would normally react. And in the same sentence, she, like, forgot that she had already said no to him and didn't know why he was, like, getting all fussy with her. Like, literally, it was like a run-on sentence. And then she's like, why are you getting with me? Like, why are you getting on me like this or whatever? And he's like, you said I couldn't hit that. Talking about her beer. And she's like, what? No chance in hell did I say you couldn't hit this. And me and Trav look at each other like, oh my God. Because never in her life has she said that phrase before. So we're like,
and now we say it literally daily.
Dude, and so it's been quoted since that moment, which was probably older than this essay.
Oh, yeah.
Because how old was I in this essay?
Well, you were 20.
Okay. So yeah, this is probably, well, no, if I was drinking then, this was probably after that. But
in the essay, it says that Devin lives in Florida.
Oh,
so
okay. So yeah.
It's around the same time.
Yeah. But anyway, so then fast forward next morning. So that was the quote, by the way. That was the whole reason I told this story. It's because we still say that to this day. Like Wes said, no chance in hell did I say you couldn't hit this. Fast forward to the next day, me and Trav are in the kitchen. He's probably cooking breakfast or whatever. And Devin walks out and she goes, hey, Trav, did I tell you I saw Jeff yesterday?
And me and
Trav just look at each other and we're like, oh my God. Actually, Trav was like, looking at me and he's like, sis, did you hear that? I said, no. And then he said, babe, what'd you just say? And she goes, did I tell you I saw Jeff yesterday? And I was like, oh my gosh. I just like walked out of the kitchen. I was like, I cannot with you right now. It was so freaking funny though.
We're also like a family of quoters. So like any movie or anything really anything that's funny that we come up with to say, like we're going to be saying it for the rest of our lives. Like,
dude, you know what
Wendy Hale.
You know what I just quoted the other day? It was from Benchwarmers. And I was at Leela's softball practice. Shout out Leela.
What'd you say?
Well, so it's raining and we're like huddled under like the eve of like a dugout or something, but we're watching Leela's practice. It was actually tryouts and she made the team. Yeah, Leela.
Yeah, Leela.
But I was like, somebody ticked it. I was like, I ticked it. You're still out. You're still fat. And then Emma's laughing and I'm like, I quote all the baseball movies.
Okay, I've been wanting to watch Benchwarmers because I haven't seen it in a really long time.
Or
and I've been
movies.
Like I don't know, it's been like, I've been quoting it a lot lately. Yeah. I don't remember what I was saying, but I said something on my snowboarding trip and I was like, do you guys know where that's from? And they were like, no. And I was like, it's Benchwarmers. But now I can't even remember what I was saying.
Dude, I quote stuff constantly.
Yeah, I feel like most of what comes out of my mouth is like not my original thought.
But it's funny shit that you just got to carry along with you.
I know. And especially, we always say, see you later, I'll see you another time. Because that is freaking hilarious too.
It really is.
Like, that's so stupid.
But also so accurate. If I don't see you later, I'll see you another time.
Like, that's so true.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it's so funny. I said one recently too, and you remembered the movie. I don't remember what it was, but I was like, good job, Emma.
Somebody quoted Princess Bride, I think, the other day.
No, that was in the episode of This Is Us last night.
Oh.
He was doing Kevin was doing his best man speech. Yeah. Are you crying?
Mm-mm.
Oh. Your left eye looks real watery.
Earlier, it's like, okay, guys, we're back. Did you miss us?
So
Oh yeah, you were supposed to say that,
I know.
but you did it better.
Well,
earlier.
I didn't know when the right time to say it
You
was.
did
and
it
then we
better
started
earlier.
talking. Well, yeah, because
Let's
I was
try again.
more sarcastic. Okay, guys, we're back. Did you miss us? Is that better?
No, I still think it was better the first time. That was better than the last time though.
Okay. Well, that's Kim Kardashian because I think she says it on the new season. I don't even know. Actually, I just have heard that voice clip of her.
Oh yeah.
And then I wanted to start saying it because like whenever I'm like back somewhere, but then this is obviously my second time coming on the podcast and I'm like, okay guys, we're back.
Okay, speaking of sound clips, and also because I don't want to talk about the Kardashians on my podcast.
Yeah.
I used to love them, but everyone knows what happened.
Yeah.
Guess whose voice I heard on the Subway commercial the other day?
Can I have a hint?
A comedian we've been talking about recently.
Oh God.
Female comedian we've been talking about recently.
Female comedian.
Fortune Feimster.
Alana. Chelsea Handler.
No.
Oh, Amy Poehler.
Yes. I was like, no, but you oddly went in the wrong direction, but physically you went in the right direction.
Yes, I forgot that we were talking about her.
Yeah. Amy Poehler. I was literally sitting there watching TV when I was binging Modern Family that day,
Yeah.
the day I got back. And I heard a lovely voice. Like more lovely than this like aroma of this hot cocoa burning candle right now.
Yeah, that is really lovely. But I literally love her so much. Like I remember I brought her book, which I've already read, but I wanted to read it again because I was watching video clips of her. They were just popping up on my
Parks
TikTok.
and Rec.
No, they're just videos of her. Like I think she hosted or something. It was like the whatever anniversary of SNL. And she was on it. And then I like kind of went down a rabbit hole of like her on SNL.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait, I forgot that I love her. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to read her book again.
She's the freaking best.
Yeah.
Like, what has she been doing lately? Because I haven't watched anything with her.
I don't
recently.
know if she's been doing anything. I know that Inside Out came out or Inside Out 2 came out like last year.
Yeah. And which one is she?
She's Joy. What the hell?
Oh, yeah. No, this is why, because we watched it recently.
Number 2?
Yeah.
With Anxiety?
Yeah.
That girl is crazy.
And I was like, that's about right.
My therapist told me to watch it. She was like, you need to watch this movie. And I was like, why? And she's like, because they introduced anxiety as a character. And I like feel like it would be beneficial for you to like see that it's like a part of you and that it's just like needs to be, well, long story short, like anxiety needed to be like taken care of and stuff like that. And I still was like, I watched it and then I went back to my therapist and I was like, I get what you're saying. I get why you wanted me to watch that, but also I was fucking pissed at anxiety while I was watching that. Like anxiety is just a fucking bitch. And like, that's what it is.
Total
Like,
bitch.
yeah.
Like, go and fuck off.
No, literally. And I was like, sorry, mom. Sorry, mom.
But it's true.
but I was like, I'll watch it again. Yeah. I know what you were trying to get me to do, but like my headspace was still like annoyed at anxiety instead of now I've like been a lot better about like actually taking care of my anxiety and like when I am having those anxiety moments, I do stuff to take care of it. But there's that little voice in my head that's like, what the heck?
Yeah. I was the same exact way. I was like pissed.
Yeah.
And then,
because she was freaking ruining everything. She was running around and pressing all the buttons, and Riley was crying
and kicking people out.
And oh my gosh, I was
kicking
just
people
like,
out of the control room.
Yes.
Like, what the
and
not cool.
And Riley was like being rude to her friends or something in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
dude. That's why mental illness is for real.
It really is.
Mental health is. That's why mental health has become my number one thing right now. I'm on a mental health kick.
Nice. Well, it should be because it's important. And
it just all trickles down, I feel like.
Oh, yeah. If
and impacts all the other areas of your life, your mental health.
Yeah, because I can feel like if I'm not 100%, I mean, if I'm being honest, I'm probably never 100% with my mental health, but
when you're on your A game.
Yeah, looking at this time last year to where I am now, whoa, actually crazy. Even this time 6 months ago is really, really crazy.
Yeah.
And like I moved to Arizona.
Yeah.
I quit my job. I have been doing like all these things that have helped my mental health tremendously. That is like, I look back and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I feel this way now.
You're taking strides, girl.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
It's really crazy. And just like, I'm just going to keep going up from here.
Yeah.
And the sun helps a million times too.
Yeah. I mean, it's gonna be brutal this summer.
Oh, I know. I'm gonna
but it ends.
Cry.
And you get to have lots of cool pool parties.
And I'm gonna be so tan.
And you get to get tan.
Can't be tan and sad.
And
that's a scientific fact.
You can't get cold.
True.
It's a negative and a positive.
I would rather be sweating than be cold. I hate being cold.
I would too. Because you can't just keep putting on layers.
But that's what I was thinking too, like moving here, like being sad about missing my friends. Obviously I miss them, but I'm like, can't be tan and sad for sure. Can't be sitting by the pool and be sad.
Yeah.
You just said you'd rather be hot than cold.
Yes.
That seems backwards.
Like, you would rather be
I guess what I'm saying is I'd rather have like a hot summer than like a frigid cold winter.
Oh, that is different.
Yeah. Because you can't really escape it. Like if you're out in it, I guess you can't really escape the heat either, but you can sit in the pool and then you can sit with a cold, quote unquote, towel on you or whatever. Remember when we had to do that for camping?
Oh.
Anyway.
When I'm
not
cold,
the tangent I want to go on.
Cooling towels.
Yeah, cooling towels.
When I'm cold, I literally want to cry. Like I've already put layers on.
Yeah.
I already have, and I can't get warm.
Yeah.
I want to cry, and it makes me so uncomfortable. But if I'm like sweating and I'm like, oh my God, I'm so hot. I'm like literally dripping sweat. Why I would rather have that than be cold.
Okay, see, now that's why this is backwards, because now I want to say that's how I feel when I can't freaking cool down.
Okay, so you lied.
I must have.
You lied.
But if I thought about
this,
but if I thought about the season, I think my answer still stands. Because also then you're just
no, but
dealing
that's
with
not what I was talking about.
Oh yeah, okay.
I was talking about like me physically being cold.
Yeah.
Or
makes you want to cry.
Being hot. Yeah.
Yeah. Is that how you feel? Do you want to cry when you're that cold?
Sometimes, yeah.
Because it makes.
I mean, didn't I one day?
Possibly. I feel so bad for Emma sometimes because she's so cold sometimes. And I'm like in shorts and a t-shirt. She's freezing.
Well, yesterday I went over to Devon's and I went to Devon's and I went to the shop, but I don't remember if it was Mom or if it was Devon, but I was in sweats and a sweatshirt. And I think it was Mom, because then I walked into the shop and she's like, why are you dressed like that? And I was like, because Joltie's house is freaking cold.
Oh.
But like I feel like when I'm just sitting here, like it's on the cooler side. So right now I'm in leggings and a sweatshirt. Yeah. And then when I go outside, it's obviously hot, but like I'm in the AC in the car, so I'm not going to take my clothes off.
Yeah. It actually stays cool.
Your house?
Yeah, but in
Yeah.
the summer it doesn't cool down.
Is it because the floors?
Maybe. That's a good guess. We have no
know.
carpet in this house whatsoever.
It's all tile.
Yeah. Yeah, and not even wood, it's tile.
Yeah.
Have you been on the tile over here? Or have you noticed the tile's different?
No.
That on your feet?
I've only been out here.
That
for
on
like
your
3
feet is
days.
cold.
Well, I started wearing my slippers, which at my house in Washington we had carpet, so I would still wear the slippers, but like you don't really notice it. But then, like walking around here with no socks on,
Mm-hmm.
I have to put the slippers on, and I'm like, my feet are freezing.
Dude, that's one point for Washington is I freaking miss wearing my slippers. I wear them like so seldomly here now. Sometimes, but now I'm in house shoes, Crocs.
Wait, why don't? Isn't that the same thing?
Then
What do you mean?
slippers?
Well, yeah, like the strawberry ones that
No.
I have.
No. Slippers are like warm and fuzzy. Well, I guess the slippers I get are warm and fuzzy.
Oh, like your moccasins.
I've gotten LL Bean slippers for decades now.
Yeah,
'Cause
those
they're
are
the
like
only
straight up.
slippers I'll wear.
Those are like straight up moccasins.
LL Bean does not sponsor this episode, but they should because I've been wearing your slippers for decades.
Please sponsor us, LL Bean.
And now I got their pajama pants.
Yeah, you know what? I love LL Bean so much. I bought my wife the coziest, warmest pajama pants and slippers I could find because I didn't want her to be so cold all the time.
LL Bean is actually lit because they do like a lifetime warranty or something. Oh,
You are so mean.
Emma just
She's so
denied
not
her.
PDA, and I didn't know you would take it this far to not kiss me in our own house.
PDA.
She doesn't even want you guys to hear the. She didn't want you to know. Gosh, you got problems.
Damn.
Anyway, what were you saying? You were saying something about
LL
LL Bean.
Bean's like lifetime warranty or something. Like if they get ruined or
Yeah.
if they're just old, basically, you can send them back and they send you a new pair.
Yeah, if any like, what is it called?
I almost said default, but
Default,
that's not.
defect.
Defect.
Thank you.
Yes.
Literally, if there's any manufacturing defect to it, then they take it back. So I've heard, but guess what? I've never found out because the worst thing that
I've
happens to
found
my LL Bean slippers is the Sherpa lining runs out. And
I've
then my
found out.
foot's just like touching the bottom of the sole, and that's not comfy. Then I have to wear socks. And I don't want to wear socks with slippers. I want my feetsies,
Really?
I want my feetsies to feel that Sherpa lined. Have you ever had Sherpa lined
Yes,
LL
but
Bean slippers?
my feet get so sweaty. I can't.
You both have stinky feet though.
No, I don't.
This is the problem. As a child, you had the stinkiest feet.
Okay, that's probably because I probably didn't wash them or something.
Well, that's true too, but some people just have sweaty, stinky feet.
I know, but I don't have stinky feet anymore.
We'll see. After you live a year here, we'll see if your feet stink after sweating.
Oh, I mean, they're sweating, but they don't stink anymore.
Okay.
But I just am sweaty.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
The freaking.
I don't have stinky feet. Sorry, I
Just
guess I
throw
did.
me
I
under
guess
the
I had no
bus.
proof at this point in my life.
Throwing me under the bus. Yeah, you haven't had proof for 17 years, and then you're just coming at me.
I know. I take it back. I apologize.
Well, I am like sweaty on my feet and my hands though, like clammy hands. I was at the shop the other day and the second I put on the fucking rubber gloves, sweat. Like literally I have them on for 30 seconds and I
Yeah.
take them off and my hands are wet. And then I have to wash my hands.
Dude, Wes had the clammiest hands, and oh my god.
No, I still do. No, I literally still do.
Here's another reason we know that I've been OCD for years is because
I couldn't touch her.
yeah, she would like touch my face, and I would literally be like, "Oh, like please do not put your hand on my face." Like I cannot stand that feeling. Yes,
I was probably 5. She's like, don't touch me.
literally. I
Don't
think
touch
I,
it.
as I've been learning more and more about OCD, I'm like, I have had this for a very long time.
Wait, is that from something? Don't touch it.
I don't know. I don't know.
See, and then I say something that sounds like it could be from something, but it's actually just something I made up in my head.
Yeah. Well, I have a couple quotes from Emma too that she just did. The one that we do that you're like, I don't need it.
Wait, that's from SpongeBob.
Well, she said something else, and I thought she said, I don't need it.
Oh.
And she was saying something else entirely, but like grunting at the same time because I think you were like bending down or something. I don't even know. And the words came out. I was like, did you just say, I don't need it? She's like, no. So now we just say that all the time. Bonkers, man. It's already been 50 minutes. 5-0.
What time
I
is
knew.
it?
I freaking knew this would happen. Do we need to go to bed?
It's 9:15.
We need to go to bed.
I needed to go to bed 30 minutes ago.
Starting
Also,
on...
that's crazy
What?
because it's really 8:15, which I would be probably getting ready for bed in Washington anyway. But like my time
Circadian
adjustment,
rhythm.
whatever. What is that?
Circadian
I've
rhythm.
heard that before, and
It's your like sleep cycle,
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
but not
that's
what you're
not
talking
what I
about.
meant.
Not what
Yeah.
you're talking about. Yeah.
No.
Like
just-
jet lag.
Yeah, but it's an hour, so it's really not. Like my body already adjusted to like I'm ready to go to bed and it's 9:00.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
But I was already thinking that like the day that I got here. Like I was ready to go to bed and it was like 7:00 back home, but it was 8:00 here. I don't know.
Sometimes it just starts coming together, Wes. Sometimes things just start coming together.
That is literally so true. Because a lot of things have just been coming together here.
Mm-hmm.
And I've only been here for a week, so I can't even imagine what's it gonna be like.
Yeah. Well, I remember when Emma and I moved from Washington, and there was like a lot of uncertainty ahead, but it was just like, just try it,
Yeah.
see what happens. We got family down there. I had a job lined up. Emma was like, I'll find a job.
I mean, it's literally not the
And
end of
she
the
did.
world. Like, I can move back if I want to, if I absolutely hate it here,
Mm-hmm.
or I can move somewhere else.
You can do
So-
whatever you want.
I can. Yeah.
Which is why
And I
always
will.
say that to you. Do whatever you want.
I do.
There shouldn't even be room for like anxieties in our lives.
Well,
'Cause,
remember
like, just do whatever you want.
last night Emma said that. What did Emma
Yeah.
call me last night?
Please do.
What did Emma say that I was last night?
The raddest
Oh.
sister. And I said, excuse me.
No, she just said
what
that I
about
was
me?
like so rad. Oh yeah,
but she was saying you were cooler than me. And I was like,
didn't
excuse
say
me,
Cooler.
radder.
The word rad, I was being specific.
Okay. So you were saying she was more rad than me.
Yeah.
Yes.
The raddest.
And I freaked
You
out.
heard it here first.
She
I
had
am the
tattoos.
raddest.
I have tattoos. She dyes her hair. Okay, I don't know my hair, but have you seen these girls?
She snowboards. She goes to raves. What else did you say?
Yeah.
Just the most random stuff. It's because my butt is broken right now from snowboarding, and I was
Yeah.
complaining about it. And then she was like, "When did you go snowboarding?"
Yeah, and then I was like, or you were like, I think it's because I just do whatever I want. And I was like, I used to do whatever I want.
That's
used to.
That's
That
why
used to be
I
my
was
freaking
bringing up.
catchphrase.
That's why I was bringing up that conversation. Is because I do whatever I
I
want,
know.
and it's so nice.
I'm trying to get back to that because that was like the carefree me.
Yeah. Do
'Cause
whatever you want, people.
Because there's not a lot of things I regret, if I'm being honest. And so, like, I feel like I can trust myself to do whatever I want.
I'm gonna start saying this at work when people are asking me to make decisions.
What?
Say, do whatever you want.
I feel like in your line of work, that's a very bad idea.
Me and my friend Jade, we say NFM, which means nothing effing matters, because Really, it doesn't. Like,
In the
just,
end,
just do whatever you want. NFM.
dude, there was actually you. Mom and I quoted
my phone
you.
just said that I need to go to sleep.
Mom and I quoted you.
It says your bedtime is
Wes.
at.
Wes.
I wish you guys could see
Sorry.
what is happening.
Oh god.
But it's another inside
It's an
joke.
inside joke. It's freaking hilarious.
Yeah. You wanna get it.
Yeah, I can't even describe it through the mic. So yeah.
You guys quoted me. You and Mom.
Me and Mom quoted you the other day, and I was just trying to remember what it was.
Did you know that Mom told her employees that I have a potty mouth and that I have the worst potty mouth of all of her daughters?
I didn't, but now that that's on record,
Are you worse than Devin?
I didn't think
Allegedly.
you were.
I
But you
mean,
know
I
what?
probably am.
But Devin is probably by default. You've probably passed Devin by default because she is a mother.
And
Which
has
also
to.
could mean why she says more cuss words.
She has to
When
watch
she's
her
outside
mouth.
of the home.
Yeah. Yeah, she was like, I warned them that you have a potty mouth or that you're like a sailor or something. I don't know what she said.
Yeah.
She's like, I warned them. And I was like, you actually told them that? She was like, yeah, I did, because we have a no swear policy. And I was like,
We
obviously
do.
swearing. And she's like, I'm going to get a swear jar. And I was like, please don't.
We do. And I told Mom she can't have a swear jar. We're just going to tell people, please don't swear, and keep reminding people, because I have a natural potty mouth.
Me too.
And-
And I also, with the natural potty mouth, if I'm at work, I'm not swearing in front of people, you know? And if I'm meeting your parents for the first time, I'm probably going to not swear. But
If I'm meeting your parents for the first time, for sure. If I'm at work, I might still swear if the
But
mood
not
calls
at-
for it.
not while talking to the customers, you know?
No, not the customers, but sometimes my team.
Yeah. With your coworkers, you're shooting the shit, you know?
Yeah, but I'm talking about even when I was a supervisor.
Oh, okay.
My supervisors swear too.
Yeah, every once, not like every other word, but like just when it calls for it. So sometimes it's really hard for me not to swear around Mom, but I try not to. But I still let one slip every now and then, kind of like a sneaky fart.
I don't try not to. I think I just naturally know that she won't like it, so I like subconsciously
That's the
like don't
respect
do
issue.
it.
Or
But-
that's the respect, not issue. That's the respect part.
Yeah, but then it's just like in my natural vocabulary, so I do it, and then she's like, Wesley Jansen, and I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
I'm always like, sorry. And she's like, yeah.
Or she's like, what did you say? And I'm like, frick. Instead of,
See, you still get different parenting than me.
yeah.
Because most of the time now, and maybe it's just because we've been working together closely for the last 6 months, she like won't say anything.
Well, yeah.
And then I usually sometimes I say sorry, or sometimes I correct it right away, even though it's like hardly makes up for it. Oh, fuck, I burnt myself. I mean, oh, ouch, I burnt myself.
Like you still said it and she still heard it fully.
Yeah.
Well, I said
I think
something. I was telling a story in the car when we just went to Costco, and then I said, I don't know which word I said, but I said one, and she was like, ugh. Or
Yeah.
like rolled her eyes or something.
Yeah.
That's what I get a lot. Or
Yeah.
Wesley Jansen. And I'm
Yeah.
like,
Sometimes I get a Chelsea. Little tiniest smack of the arm.
yeah,
That's
that's so funny.
so funny. Okay, well, hey, we're at 59 minutes. I'm cool to wrap this thing up.
Wait, you
so we
don't
can all
remember what you
snooze.
quoted me though?
No, I can't remember. It was something Mom was like, what did Wes always say? And I said it, and I was laughing. Mom loves talking about us. I mean, she always has.
I
But
know.
she tells stories all the time to the coworkers, and sometimes I'm right there while she's telling the story.
We were talking, me and her were just in there by ourselves, and it was like pretty slow. She's like, this is when Chelsea would say, people, we need your money.
was waiting to do that in person. She wasn't supposed to blow the surprise yet.
No, but then it was like a couple days later, and I was like, what does Chelsea say? People, we need your money, or something like that.
You know what it is? Listen to me carefully and tell me. Do you already know what it's from?
No.
Okay, listen carefully. Tell me if you know what this is from. People.
No, I do know that.
Your money.
Yes, because she said it. Okay, I actually just lied.
That's okay.
Not on purpose.
I
But
lied on this podcast too, so now we're even.
Yeah, she said it. People, we need your money.
Yeah.
And then she goes, Chelsea says that. And then she goes, do you know where that's from? And I said, yeah, Little Rascals.
Yeah.
And then now that you're saying it again, I'm like, oh my God, yeah.
So mom didn't remember it being from that movie.
Yeah.
Because I first said it and she cracked up. And I was like, do you remember that on Little Rascals? I told her whatever. And then
I feel
was
like I watched that movie every day of my childhood.
Yeah. And I was like, I can't wait for Wes to be here for me to just say that. And she's going to be like, oh my God, that's so funny.
They're like 7.
Yeah.
Try 8.
Try
I feel
8. We've quoted so much of that movie.
Yeah, we always say that though. That try 8.
We were your kids. If I was your kids, they could punch ourselves.
Oh, yeah. It's just a hole in the tent.
Say that too.
And it tastes like an old.
Oh, that is the famous one. That's the famous one.
Wait. Wait, what did they say? Something about calling 911.
Quick.
What's the number for 911? How am I supposed to know?
Wait.
Changing my pickle for a nickel.
How about 2 seats?
That movie's so funny. It's like
we still haven't said another one I really like.
I know.
Do you want me to say it?
That's what I call a sandwich.
Talk about your sandwich.
Yeah.
Oh, then sand. That's kitty litter.
That's a good one, too.
I feel like that movie was my favorite, and Baby Geniuses.
Oh yeah.
Like
I didn't
would-
watch or I didn't get into that one as much with you guys.
Baby
but
Geniuses.
Yeah, but I know it because of you guys.
Yeah. Well, that's like you're fired, get out of town. It's like always
Yeah.
say that one. But Little Rascals is so freaking funny.
Dude, it's one of the best. One of the best ever movies. And
Yeah.
Sandlot. I tried to play Little Rascals and I couldn't find it streaming, but I'm pretty sure I have it on DVD down there.
Oh,
What is a DVD? Devin's calling. Should we patch Devin in?
are her ears ringing?
Wait.
Or
Emma, can you give me?
wait, what's that saying?
It's late. She's probably like.
She. Oh no, she had a. Hold on. Oh hey.
Oh, hey, girls.
Yeah, she was at a
event.
marketing or not marketing.
Oh, she was at an event,
Networking.
Yeah. Hey, Devin.
Networking. You're
Devin.
on the pod.
Yeah, real quick, I have to tell you something. You're on speakerphone, and we're recording a podcast right now.
Oh, hey, everybody.
And I'm just gonna tell you right now, full disclosure, I told the No Chance in Hell story on this episode.
Oh, great. And what are the odds that I'm calling?
I know. Speak of the angel.
No, that's what I was.
The angel.
What is
Wait,
it?
so, like, do I need to call you back? Because I have some really good stuff to share.
Oh.
Then
Yeah.
yes.
That is a bummer.
Well, I mean, we were gonna say good night anyway because we need to go to bed.
Yeah.
What
We
am I
were-
going to say?
I was just going to close out the podcast, and then you called.
Okay, close that out and
Okay.
call me back.
Okay.
Text that S.
I still quote that too. Okay, I'll call you back in a sec.
Okay, bye. Love you.
Bye. Okay.
This podcast
that
was so funny.
such a fun way to end that. So, Wes, anyway, beyond pumped that you're here.
Wait, but didn't you text me the other day and you were like, wait. Didn't you text me the other day and you were like, said something and then you were like, have you seen that episode where they like tax that as? That's what I'm saying it as. Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was in that same
Yeah.
but I can't remember what it was. Tax that ass. Okay.
Well, we can do so many more podcasts because we're roommates.
Yeah, baby, that's right. So yeah, what I was gonna say was super pumped that you're here. I think I said something about just excited to be a part of this part of your journey,
Mm-hmm.
and I really mean that.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what happens. And that's the fucking beauty of siblings right there. Is because you've literally known them from the moment they were crawling.
Popped out.
Yeah. And you can just see them through the different stages of life. It's cool.
From when I was 11, writing about sisters, to reading the poem 17 years later.
Yeah.
And do you think about the fact that we're going to be looking back on this like that?
Yeah.
Especially documenting it, like this podcast. Like, we're going to be able to listen to this conversation again.
Yes. And that's exactly why I wanted to bust this out right now, because we've been having conversations like this every once in a while where I'm like, dang, like, I wish we were recording this right now. But anyway, here's to more podcast episodes.
Yeah.
Okay. And Emma, I hope you had a great time.
This was very enjoyable, like Devin.
Oh boy. Speaking of the very enjoyable Devin, let's go call her.
That's two of the reasons, but I'm only going to say one.
Okay, yeah, we're going to go call the enjoyable Devin.
Okay, love you guys.
Oh wait, I forgot to do my everything else. You guys, if you want more from me, follow me on Instagram at Chelsea B Coaching if you want educational life coaching style content, or at It's Me Chelsea B if you want the cool, funny, I shouldn't say cool because the other stuff's cool too, but funny, silly, joyful things.
And if
I'll be
you
on there.
want me,
Yeah. Good, plug
my
away.
Instagram is WesleyJ7, and if you want me on TikTok, which I don't really know what you're gonna get, it depends on the day, is at Not Wesley Snipes. I think it's my username. Honestly, I can't remember.
Dude, I like it.
I think it is Not Wesley Snipes.
And Paige still calls you Snipes.
Paige.
And because I wasn't done, also go to my website, chelseabcoaching.com. You can follow me on Facebook too. That's Prioritize You LLC, which honestly, Instagram is just better. It's way more functional, but I'm also on Facebook for people that like Facebook. What else? Oh, if you'd like to sponsor an episode, please go to buymeacoffee.com/my wife's unavailable.
That's you, LL Bean.
Yeah, baby. Let's see it. And then what else, Emma?
If you want to sponsor Leela's softball,
Oh,
hit us up.
yeah. Okay. Yeah. If you want to sponsor a young kids softball journey, please hit me up. Be much appreciated. Is that all though about my contact? That's what I was really asking you. I think that's good enough. Anyway, thanks y'all. See you next time. Bye-bye. I did the wrong thing. It's not the first time that's happened. Please hold. The thing was backwards. Okay. Bye-bye. That sounds better.